Howdy.
Hello, cheese. Hello, Alexotos, because I was not even 1 minute late. I started at 7. It's just I think I sent the noti out at the wrong time. How you guys doing? Hello. Hello, everyone. DNA, what's up? Thank you so much for a tier 1 as
Hey,
well.
Alex.
And thank you, cheese.
3 months goes by so fast.
It really does, man. 3 months. Sometimes even years go by quick. I think we need to start being more appreciative of the time we spend together. Happy Easter, everyone, if you guys partake. If not, just happy Sunday. The thing is, if I start 10 minutes early, people complain. If I start on time, people complain. So there's no winning. Happy Easter, everyone. Rebuilding my PC right now. Did you get new parts for it? Well, I don't even know if this camera's in the right spot. They moved some stuff around to clean. Let's see. Yeah, probably needs to be moved a smidge. Let's find out. Hold on. You know what? It's in a good spot. It's all right. I'm going to leave it here. A little bit on the lower side, but it's okay. Let me send you something real quick. Let's see it. Yeah, it's also 420 today, which is also, like, interesting. So, yeah. I don't know. Y'all brought out every hand lube switch from Alex before I could. Absolutely unacceptable. Yeah. Also, I need some coffee. Today's been a day. The desk is looking real clean. Thank you, Way Too Lucky. Also, I looked through some of those things, Way Too Lucky. I think the one that you had mentioned in the original email, I think that's the one we'll probably end up going with. I was doing some more research. But yeah, I think that's the one we'll probably go with. No, not Zoodit. I actually don't own Zoodit. What'd you guys do today, by the way? Did you guys do family stuff? I did some family stuff, which was honestly a nice change of pace. Felt really good to do that. Is that your stack of old GPUs, or is it just you're throwing in 3 different GPUs into one thing, you know? I love that, though. Gonna get paper samples from both of us? Sounds good, Way Too Lucky. I washed my car and swapped my summer wheels on. Dude, it was I mean, it wasn't like the best of days today, but it was pretty nice still. I went to work technically I am working, so I'm going to be working the rest of the night. I'm pretty positive. Did you set aside switches for me? Set aside switches. Hold on a sec. What do you mean, Way Too Lucky? Which switches? Remind me. My memory's foggy today. I probably did, because I do have switches kind of in baggies to the side over here. Like I ask because I'm special. Are you talking about the Type Plus ones? I have like 6 little baggies of people I'm going to send out stuff to. I'm super new to this hobby and went to start out and read your articles on how to start, but the brands you mentioned are expensive. What about ordering parts from AliExpress? I don't really know. So to answer your question, Crow, I don't know how good AliExpress parts are. I've never really, other than some switches, I've never really ordered keyboard parts, like PCBs and kits. I'd say watch what you buy, but if you don't want to spend money on on some of the more custom stuff, there's also things like Neo, Wuche, and some other brands. I mean, even the Lucky 65, those are all probably things you can take a look at. Yeah, just be careful of what you're buying. So nice.
Hello.
Bro, I don't even want to click that link, my guy. I don't even want to know where that goes. Thank you so much, Seafoam. Appreciate the tier 1. Also, you guys want to see something interesting today? Check this out. This was so I ended up having to relube these switches because they were pretty bone dry. But this was one of the pieces of plastic. It's not that it broke, it just didn't have part of the mold on it. You can see it's all smooth on the edges. So these were mere lakes. I'm really surprised. I've never seen this before. But it kind of just looks like the plastic didn't fill the entire mold or something. Weird. I've never seen that before. So there was one switch we couldn't lube. Very interesting. Key Geek's usually been pretty good for that. But yeah, these switches were supposed to be pre-lubed as well, and they were kind of dry. So I did give them a GS2 once over. It was just one Kylan, so don't even stress. Everything else, they sound really good right now, so. But for learning, wouldn't it be good? In my humble opinion, Crow, as much as I want to say, yeah, go spend some money on random stuff from AliExpress to learn, I actually don't think that's the best way to learn in the hobby. I think grabbing yourself a decent kit, like research a decent kit, and then really experimenting with things like switches, plates, and keycaps in your already decent kit is probably the better way to go. The only reason I said it's not that I don't want you to spend like less money. It's just I think you might even be left with a sour taste of what the keyboard is. Like if you buy a subpar kit, let's just say from some AliExpress, and you're like, man, this sounds no different than my keyboard I bought off the shelf from Best Buy, then you might just be like, this hobby's not for me. And I think that's kind of a weird way to kind of recommend you to get introduced to a hobby. Although, you know, everyone does hobbies differently, so it really depends on how you want to do it. That's the big thing there. Happy Sunday. It's Midnight Monday for me. Hope you're doing well. Are you still doing those weekly articles? Yeah, I have another one coming out this week. I actually need to message you back because I do want to see if people want to guest write articles, but we'll see. I don't know. The whole website thing has been a very it's been a fun little side project. A lot of people seem to really like the website, which I really appreciate. And I want to do some more like how to get started in the hobby articles and just opinion pieces, stuff like that. I've been pretty good with articles though. I released one a few days ago for the with the Alice duo there. So there'll be some more. I'm trying to get at least 1 or 2 a week. I've missed a few streams, and now you're hitting me with the fire haircut. Jedi, what's up, dude? Yeah, this is exactly how I wanted my hair. Like, remember I told you guys I was letting it grow out? We just cut the sides. That's it. We just gave the sides a bit of a cut. We kind of gave it a little bit of a fade, sorta, and then that was it. Dude, writing has been a lot of fun. I'm doing this major big piece about something. It's like full research paper. Writing is a lot of fun, and I prefer... I feel like I'm in the minority here, but I really do feel like written articles about products is what I gravitate towards when I'm buying things. I actually don't watch YouTube videos, like at all. 90% of the time, if I'm buying something expensive, I'm reading an article, or if I'm even trying to do something, like, unless I need the visual learning in front of me, I just read. Reading for me is just the better way to consume. All right, guys. Also, I've been using the boomerang the last few days. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. But yeah, we did have to redo some of these Mirror Lake switches. Well, all of them. They were a little... I think it was the spring mostly. The stock spring on this was just crunchy sounding. But now we have them. They're perfect. True, the articles are a good way for my friends to find some nice beginner boards. Yeah, I like it. What mug is this? I don't know. This is not my mug. This is my girlfriend's mug. Zed's dead, I think. This is not my mug. All my mugs are unfortunately in the dishwasher. So, are we using the Mirror Lakes today? We are. We're doing a PC LAMY, which is... Have I seen a PC LAMY yet? I don't even think I have. I'm so excited to see this. Do PC boards scratch easier? I'd say so. Probably. So, who the hell is waiting by a computer to buy Alex's batch of switches? Those things sell it so fast. Yo, I'm so humbled by that, by the way, Jedi. There have been a few people who have just, like, bought it right away, and I'm so humbled by that. Oh, this is pretty. Oh my god. What? Dude, I didn't even know they made this one. I thought this was going to be clear polycarbonate. Was this from Kibu? Hold on. Seafoam, was this from Kibu? Like, they sold it like this? Oh, shit, this is nice. Ooh, it's limited edition? Guys, I don't... Are you guys taking in? This is like a really pretty blue. Oh, the Mirror Lakes are such a good choice for this. Holy shit, this is nice. Is there feed on this? There's not. Okay, so we'll do that here in a second. Wow. Dude, soju on this would be pretty damn hot. I don't know what Seafoam has planned for switches. Interesting. Okay, there's a little bit of, I don't know what this is, just some like distortion on the polycarbonate on the back here. I don't know if I can really capture that very well, but it's all right. I'm sure Seafoam already saw. Damn, this is pretty. Holy smokes. What color is the PCB again? Stamps. I mean, I think it's like a light blue. Is it a light blue? Or is it just like a purple? Let me get scissors. Hold on. This is PCB. Is it white? I don't know why that looks kind of blue. Maybe it's just the package. Honestly, white's a good choice for this PCB as well. Damn. You know, I'm not even mad. This is gonna look so good together. Dude, this is so pretty. No, there's just a little bit of like rippling on the back. I'm assuming that's from like the dye. I don't know. It's still very, very gorgeous. But actually, you know what? I'm actually going to put some feet on this now so I can put this on the desk because I really want to see how this looks. And then we have our plates. Homemade lemon bars sound delicious. Did you guys do anything for anyone who partook? Did anyone do anything for Easter? We did some family things and then called it a day, really. It was a pretty light day. I'm kind of happy with today. Partook, dabbled in. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be frosted PC. It does look frosted. It's not clear. Oh, my camera does not like this right now. This is so gorgeous, though. Holy shit. Is there only black feet for this? Okay, that's fine. Ordered the QK Alice Duo in black. Now the wait Now the wait. We'll use that time for switch and keycap decisions. I think, depending on if you go foam or not, will really influence what switches you end up using. I wanted to, man, but my body said, nah, you're good. Oh, are you just not feeling well today, Jedi? Because honestly, I feel like so many people have been sick the last few days. We had church in the morning, then spent the whole day playing hide and seek and video games. It was great. Love that for you, bro. I feel like a lot of people I spoke to today, like just very briefly, had a really good Easter. I was about to say Valentine's Day. Like my days are off. Oh, even the blue tadpoles are gonna be so pretty on this. Although I don't know how we're gonna build this. VTuber inspired board just hits for some reason. This and the Suse are insane. Yeah, this is a really fun one. I'm just glad we ended up getting to see this in this insane polycarbonate color. Dude, I have a vibe going on my desk right now. This is like blue. This is gorgeous. Holy smokes. All right, let's see what this looks like with no blue thing underneath here. Oh, that is pretty. This is something. Wow. Alex's favorite color? I don't mind this particular blue. It's usually like navies that I'm not a fan of. I'll be very specific. Navy is just not for me. I feel meh, not sick or anything, just meh. I've been busy as shit this week with school, work, and baby, and today was my finally my day. I'm doing exactly what I want. I love that for you, Jedi. Just chilling, just relaxing a bit. Absolutely love that for you, bro. I've watched so many of your videos recently where you've said you're not a fan of blue boards, so hearing you rave about this board is wild. Okay, let me be very, very specific. I like these types of blue. And if I'm gonna sit here right now and tell you guys the truth, I would truthfully pick any other color personally over blue. Baby blues and stuff like this, I do like though. This particular blue, I don't like. Navies are just not my thing. They can look good, and I will admit they will look good, but I don't like navy. So when it comes down to blue, so this is why a blue manta is at risk. Maybe. Blue is just not for me. Like, I don't know how to. I feel like I'm hurting people's feelings saying this. I'm so sorry, guys. The blue is just not really my thing. Everyone everyone here knows that I'm not trying to be personal about it, but yeah, lighter shades I like. Darker blues, totally agree. I like lighter shades of blue for keyboards 100%. Yeah. What's my favorite color? I like orange a lot. Like if I had to pick something a bit more out there and bold. Orange is my vibe, but lately I've been really liking olive green as well. So, the Smurfs in chat are pretty hurt by those comments. My bad, guys. Kibu kind of hits with the blues. The Susei light blue is so pretty. Kibu's done really well with this particular shade. I gotta admit, dude. Kibu's been slapping with this. Also, a little picture here on the inside if you guys want to see. Olive green and burnt orange is the vibes. Yeah, and orange and olive go really well together too, which has been great for me. Also, little update thing, kinda, not really. This background will be changed hopefully in the next week or two. Hopefully. I don't know how fast I want to do this, but I have basically made the list of parts that I need to change everything up. I'm going to try building something myself. We'll see. I don't know how it's going to turn out. But basically my idea, and I was very inspired because I was talking to Chris from Mode, and I like the way they did their new setup. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I got the chance to see it a little earlier. And they did a really nice pegboard setup. And it was all custom made. So I'm going to basically do the exact same thing. I told Chris right away, I'm like, send me how you did this because I am copying you. I'm like copying your homework and giving you full credit for it. So I'm going to do 3/4 of the wall will be a pegboard. And then I'm going to do a little bit as like I don't know what I'm going to do as like an accent, but I still want to keep the logo. And I need to find out whether I put the remote. But I'm going to do, I think, concrete slabs on one side. Fake concrete, not real. It's just stuff I can stick on the wall. And then the other side will be this really cool custom pegboard. I just need to buy all the material for it and stuff. But realistically, I think it should cost about $200. I was doing the math this morning and I don't need a big piece. I like how I'm being serious and I'm diving into my thoughts and stuff. And I just see 16 comments say bent whiteboard. That's crazy. That's absolutely wild to me, guys. Not even just whiteboard. It had to be bent for some reason. Why did it have to be bent? We didn't even get the whiteboard. Bent concrete desk. That's wild, bro. Bent whiteboard on the wall. Crazy, guys. Absolutely insanity. Bent logo. Technically, my logo... Well, not this one, but the new logo I have where I've kind of twisted it, which was supposed to be like something I did as a project. I ended up loving it, but it was called the Twist It logo. So it's kind of like bent. We live with a bent desk forever. Let us cook. You're not wrong. Also, Seafoam, am I doing 7U with... I guess I have to do 7U. This is a Win keyless board, but full backspace, pretty standard on this. Nothing too crazy in terms of layout. It's part of the Alex lore now. The two things I will probably never live down on this channel. Thank you, JQ. Really appreciate it, man. Oh, we have to do a giveaway. Okay, for this giveaway, though, we're going to do it at the end of stream. If that's chill with you guys. This one here we'll do at the end. Why am I struggling with these? There we go. Thank you, JQ. Really appreciate it, man. Alex, my question? The background has two walls. Well, yeah, I mean, so this is I don't know if you guys can really see this or not, but let me move. There's a lot of stuff back here, ignore it. But there is, actually, not really the greatest way to show you guys, but there's my light stand right over here. But this is part of the cabinet, and then this is the wall. So this is the cabinet here, which you guys can sometimes see me open to grab things. So yeah, it's a 90-degree angle. It just kind of looks probably trippy because right where the seam of the wall is, it's the light stand. Yeah, it's conveniently in the way, which kind of makes it look bigger than it should, actually. I didn't even think about that. Alex has legs? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, the other thing I'm never going to get live down to is that one time that I was apparently on the highlight reel for the Stream Award things, and I spilled a whole bunch of switches. Guess I'm never living that down either. What's the giveaway? It was gonna be another classic TKL, but I might switch it to something a little bit more fancy. I don't know, or we might do this as the next one. Either way, it's gonna be a classic TKL at least. So we need to do 5 stabs for this. I guess we're just doing all the stabs here. Let's do this. If the cabinet wall was a bit thicker, a pegboard would look better, but let me see. You know, that's actually not a bad idea too. But my head's usually over here. Like when I'm talking to you guys, my head's usually here, so I might not do anything to this wall. We'll see though. Maybe it would be cool. I'll play around with it. The most expensive part of the build, believe it or not, is the fake concrete slabs. Those are, I don't know why, those are so expensive. This is my first journey into doing something like this ever. Like doing like this light, very light woodworking type deal. And it's kind of daunting, but should be okay. Thank you, Flick. Really appreciate it, man. Dude, the polycarbonate's gorgeous on this, man. It's so good looking. I have the IKEA pegboard. It's actually sitting on the floor right now just because I don't know what to do with it. I'm in this weird spot right now where, I don't know if you guys saw, I posted an Instagram and I posted on Twitter, but right now my wall is blank. And ever since I painted it green, I kind of like it blank. Like the green is enough. Like the green makes it feel like something's going on with it, and I don't really want to add anything to it. So I don't know what I want to do. I might actually put the pegboard to my right, like way far away from me, because I only use it for certain parts and I don't really go there that often. I don't know, like I'm in this weird stage right now where I love the space that I'm in, but I want to change up things so differently and I just don't know how to do it yet. Are you going to build the diversity TKL? Yes, I will post my next week's schedule very soon. I ended up having to move one extra stream this week, which is perfect because I'm not I feel like I'm trying to make a promise to you guys right now, but this is not a promise. This is, I'm hoping there might be Manta build either Thursday or Friday. Might. Depending on if it arrives. If not, we're doing something different. So, do I design my own PCBs? No. I am not that talented. I wish I was. I really do wish. Oops, wrong button.
Mandatory. It's been a while after another month of dipping on streams, lol.
Oh, bro, you're
Tie for the streams, even if I don't follow the keyboard scene as aggressively nowadays.
Dude, I'm glad you still like the streams, Renma. I've heard some people say that. Some people get a little burnt out on the keyboard scene itself, but actually still like watching the keyboard content. I get it. You know what it is too? This is with everything these days. Buying things is tough, right? Like, there's even certain hobbies like I kind of dip in and out of. Like, I mean, dude, I'll use cameras as an example. If I could, I'd buy so many different camera pieces, but I can't. And sometimes when I do, like when I'm in the market for like a camera thing.
Thanks for being an inspiration.
Thank you, DW. Appreciate that, man. When I'm kind of in the camera mood, yeah, I'll go look at camera parts and I'll kind of involve myself in the camera community. Other than that, it's kind of like, it's like I'm in and out, you know? It's expensive, man. Everything's real pricey. Again, thank you, DW, for buying a shirt, bro. I appreciate it, man. Really wish you the best of the best for answering my questions very honestly. Anytime, Crow. Anytime at all. I try my best. I got my signature t-shirt in Yam, my beloved Alexotos orange. I hope you like it, dude. There was a weird error. Someone actually bought a few of the other shirts. For some reason, when I went to go change the pricing, because they raised all the pricing of the t-shirts, so I was editing them back to what they were, and I was going to take a smaller cut. But it looks like two of the t-shirts ended up glitching out, and they were being sold at like next to nothing. And I was actually having to pay fourth wall I don't even know how this is possible, but I was paying fourth wall for you guys to buy the t-shirts. So I took them down, but it won't let me edit the price. So I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. So I have absolutely no clue on how that's supposed to work. It's the strangest thing. Built a thing a couple of weeks ago where I just dipped back into the PC building hobby right after I gave my sister my old build. What did you end up building? Dude, I feel like everyone's building a computer today. What the heck? I don't think I've ever bought an orange shirt before. I got the Mechanical Keyboard Club tee as well in ivory. I like I wear the sweater a lot in ivory. I got the Mechanical Keyboard Club sweater in ivory, which I really, really like. I wear that all the time. Alright, that's good. Aang, to answer your question, not all the time. So 20520 I primarily use for a handful of switches or stabilizer housings plus wire. Those are usually switches that tend to be a bit more thoughtful tolerance wise. If not, then typically it's my standard mix of where plastic meets plastic, 205 where metal meets plastic, dielectric. In this case, I will be using 205 for everything because night stabs are just that good. So they are seriously pretty stellar. I don't think I've ever bought, I read that one there. 7600X and 7800 XT. Post the finished build in the hobbies channel. Ooh, let me go take a look. I feel like that's a really good combo, right? Is the 7800 XT the new one? I have not been following AMD stuff. I've been kind of only following NVIDIA, which is weird. Quite proud of my work, if I do say so myself, minus the cable management. Okay, now I gotta go look. Now I really want to go look here. Let's see this. Let's see. Apps. No, where is it? Fuck. Where's the hobbies channel? There it is. Wait, isn't hobbies you said? Oh, here it is. Oh, that is really nice. Dude, the cable management's great. I mean, you can only do so much with it too, right? Like, some of these cases don't have, like, the best cable management solution. This is so nice. Are those fans in the back angled? I'm not familiar with this case. Also, I do like how you put a little GPU, I guess, riser or something to make it not sag. That's really nice. That's an H6 flow. Oh. It's pretty nice. I like that a lot. I really like those kind of angled cases where you get to see both the front and the side there. I have one of those types of cases, and I don't think mine has it. I have the one from, oh gosh. Now I don't remember what it's called. Maybe tuck and zip tie some of those fan cables. Oh, I don't know if in this case, I mean, you could try to do that. Sometimes those cables are kind of tight. No, it's not Leon Lee. It's, oh gosh. Who's that company who tried to make the keyboard? They make really good cases. No, not NZXT. It was not Fractal. Oh god, I'm terrible with this. So sorry, guys. No, Height. That's what it was, Height. I have a Height case. I do like their computer cases, though. I know they kind of failed at the keyboard thing, but I really like their computer cases. I have not the expensive one. I have the kind of middle ground one that I had purchased a while ago. People say it looks like a fishbowl. I think I have the Y60. I think if that's the one, because people call mine a fishbowl too. I'll try it. You know, I gotta clean mine. I probably gotta dust mine. I gotta take some nice photos of it though. I feel like I never got to take pretty photos of my case. Or maybe I did. I don't remember if I did or not now. Their P3, or Persona 3 collab case looks quite nice, but I think it's a replica via vinyl wrapping. Oh yeah, I think that's what they do. I think they do vinyl wrappings of everything. Like, literally all they do. I'm thinking about vinyl wrapping mine, but with a metaphor theme instead. Is vinyl wrapping easy to do? I feel like it's kind of tough. Thing is huge. Gonna go down to a mini ITX. Bro, I had a mini ITX for like a hot second. I was given a case for a mini ITX build, and then I had spare components, so I only bought a motherboard for it. And then I used all my spare components, but that thing was so cute. Like, it was such a nice size computer, and it was pretty powerful. I had like a 1080 Ti in it, but I ended up giving it to my brother because I wasn't using it at all, but I kind of low-key regret not keeping it. Alex, bring the highlighted hair back. And I don't think I want to do that, man. That was not a good time. I was going through things then. The Fractal North is hella pretty. Was planning to use the XL version for my new PC build. The Fractal cases are nice. That was also on my list of buying things when I was in the market for a case. The only other thing that one day I would love to dabble in, if I have some spare money in the future, like if I have some like fuck you money in the future, I would love to dabble with potentially doing a custom water cool loop. And I want to try doing it myself. But I feel like it's going to be kind of costly and a lot of learning. But maybe in another timeline. I want to do hardline. Not worth it? Oh, Zachary, trust me. I already know all the ins and outs of it. Like, I know how difficult and how even just upkeep is annoying. But like I said, if I have some fuck you money in the future, maybe. Maybe. But for an everyday computer, I don't think I would want to deal with the maintenance. Darth Jar Jar is coming to Fortnite next season? You're kidding. Actually, for real? I'll start playing Fortnite again just for that. As someone who does an open loop cooling, it's fun but very, very expensive and not worth it performance-wise. I've heard that from literally everyone. Everyone tells me the exact same thing, how it's not worth it. So I get you, Grid. Why aren't there a community for custom mice? There is. I will say this, though. The custom mice scene is very different. Raze, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Really appreciate it, dude. I hope you're having a happy holiday, or even if it's just a casual Sunday. Can't stick around, though. Also, what are the mini Quark keyboard mats called? They're called Quarkies. They're from Novel Keys. I think they might be sold out at the moment, but they're going to be restocked soon. So, thank you so much again, man. The mouse community is an interesting one, because I feel like the mice community is more obviously performance metrics, and I do feel like from the time that I've dabbled with mice, you kind of have to, I mean, it's kind of like keyboards, you kind of have to find the right people to converse with, because mice people, just like keyboard people, they tend to mix up personal preference with, you know, objectivity with the mouse. So sometimes people kind of, you know, they talk about shape and what's good for them, and they kind of forget that everyone likes different things. So it's like the keyboard community, though. Keyboard people are exactly like that. You got to find people who are a little bit more open-minded to everyone likes different things. So yeah, I mean, people in the mice community can be like that, but also, to be fair, the keyboard hobby has a fair share of the exact same type of attitude. So the exact same. No, Eloquent's pretty nice with everything, man. Eloquent's great. I've been dabbling with mice more and more. Like, it's actually becoming a little secret side hustle of mine, you know? It's like not a hustle per se. It's a little secret side hobby of mine lately. I'm not in any of the communities, Crow. I literally talked to Elquan and a few other people in our Discord. So that's as far as I'm willing to go at this point here. I don't really dabble too much in like the overall community, because you know what it is too? I'm also not a gamer. Like, I play video games. Actually, let me reword this. I don't game competitively. So my opinion, and just like hearing, I guess, other people's opinions, in the grand scheme of things, does really nothing for me. It's really just finding what shape works for me. That's literally it. That's like the extent I need to research, and what's comfy and what feels good, and that's it. What mic do I use? Sennheiser MKH416, I think. Alex is lying. He's a competitive Tarkov player. Tarkov is so frustrating. I played TFT yesterday. That was fun. TFT, I would love to one day just like straight TFT for like a month and just see how high I can get in competitive, but I do love me some TFT. Although sometimes I get really tilted when I try to force a comp that's obviously bad and not meta, but I'm like, I need this comp to work, dude. I've always liked TFT. It always brings me joy, even when I'm doing pretty poorly in the game. Get a little of this guy, he plays games for fun. Yeah. Who does that? I'm such a loser. I do that in card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon to a fault. Dude, I've always been like that. I'm like, I need this terrible comp that I thought of to work right this instant, dude. I need it to work. Bro, I miss Yu-Gi-Oh! I really miss playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That was a really fun game. I've been going through phases with gaming though. Like a few weeks ago, I was like really into Tarkov. Still a little bit into Tarkov right now, but now I'm more into. I feel like I'm slowly, gradually getting sucked back into TFT. And then before that, I was really into playing my Nintendo Switch. I was playing Pokemon for like a week or two, and then actually maybe a little bit more. And I was also playing my Pocket Analog, which is just some Game Boy games. That actually might pick up again. I feel like I put that on the shelf. I might actually start playing that again. The retro games are fun, and I don't really want to spend... I feel like with Tarkov, I spent way too much time in front of my computer. I also was thinking about... I don't know. This might be on Game Pass, according to my brother, but... the new Oblivion remaster? I might play that. Although... I don't even know if I want to. Like, do I want to play Oblivion for like the 15th fucking time? I know it's a new graphic system, but like, do I fucking care? I'm battling myself on that. I don't know if I want to. I feel like I'm gonna get bored really quick. Yeah, someone leaked there's supposed to be a remaster coming out. It got remastered in Unreal Engine 5, yeah. Like officially, according to the leak. And it comes out next week or something. Like, if I had only played Oblivion once, I think I'd be into it, but... Alex, the new Assassin's Creed is dope. I've heard it's really good. Oh, also, how's the latest episode of The Last of Us? I haven't started season 2 yet, but... has it been good? No, I've actually never played that, Moose. That should be technically on my list to play. That's apparently a great game. There's a new season. Yeah, there's a new season of Last of Us. I just need to figure out a time to sit down and actually watch the damn thing. If it's in Unreal Engine 5, I can already see it's going to be a messy load of bugs when it comes out. Do we really expect anything else from Bethesda at this point? Let's be real, guys. Bethesda, legitimately, I have no confidence in. I have legitimately, them especially. And you know what also irks me? And I literally said this to my brother today too. You know what really pisses me off? Why remastering Oblivion was even a fucking priority. Like, I am so tired of them milking the old games at this point here. Like, why can't they just make the new one? Why do we need 15 fucking remasters of every old Elder Scrolls game? I'm so tired of it. Whatever. Anyways, that's my little rant. Yeah, like, next thing you know, they're gonna do Skyrim remastered in UE5. Like, do I really even want that at that point? Easier to resell a game over and over again than make a new one? I guess so. Screwdriver kit. Are shift keys on spacebars for the boomerang ideal? Is it annoying? You can use the shift keys. Honestly, it's totally fine quest. I would not put too much thought into that being a bad thing at all. Or an annoying thing. On other sets and other keyboard sets, I've totally done it and it's totally fine. I tried Marvel Rivals, but I feel like a bit lame for saying this, but I am sick of playing like team shooters that have powers, you know, like these super power, like even Valorant, like for example, I just don't like them. They're just not, like, they just haven't ever been my thing. I liked Counter-Strike a lot, but the rest of these games with superpowers and like things that can get broken really quickly, like, I don't know. Hero shooters, sorry, that's what it's called, yeah. Just not into it. It's just not really my thing. But I will say Marvel Rivals was definitely fun while I did play it. Like, I had a good time playing it. Yeah, I understand the appeal. Like, I really do. Like, there was for a while where I loved Overwatch. But I think with those type of games, like I mentioned, eventually one class, if someone finds a little something to make it super easy to play the class, or people get really good, there's a high skill cap with certain classes, and, you know, not everyone wants to play the same character. Only not everyone can, or not everyone wants to, but... GMK Phantom Spacebar kits? That's a bit of an older set, right? Or actually, no, Phantoms is relatively new. Feed, what's up? How you doing? How are you? The Adept, how you doing, my friend? We made it here. Any good Mac games? I just play TFT. Literally, that's it. The Adept, how was your stream? Hello, hello. I did see Hyperbage. Do you guys like it? Raid trains so fast it doesn't count my raid? Wait, you raid it too? Huh? Did I miss a raid? Oh, no, it only said one. I guess Diego did too. So Adept and Diego? Oh. Weird. That's strange how it didn't count that. Thank you both. Appreciate it. Raidception? I thought I missed something. We're building a LAMY. Look at this beautiful polycarbonate, by the way, guys. By the way, Diego, I have been dabbling with EC stuff a lot these days, and I think I'm going to pull the trigger, not right now, but maybe in a few, on my first happy hacking keyboard. I really like it. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on it. Yes, I will show it in 1 second flick. I think now that I'm more comfortable with it and even modding them, I'm going to get my own. CS2 destroyed my CSGO and made me quit the game. In what sense? Like, in a bad way? I'm still waiting for the EC Agar to come back in stock. I am surprised that hasn't popped back up, but also I think there's some reasons behind the scenes why it hasn't popped up, which I don't think I can really share, but it's not bad things in terms of KVD fans. It's more just like designer things. Come on, stupid things here. Yeah. I'm gonna get one. HEKB. I'm excited for you, Alex. Thanks, man. Hope everyone's that just tuned in or just tuning in now or raiding in. Hope everyone's been having a good Easter Sunday or just a good Sunday in general. GMK Reaper House or GMK Phantom on the purple boomerang. What do you think? I mean, Phantom would be pretty nice, but I think Reaper Hose would be an easier set to go with. Because that's like, what, beige, right? Beige is just super easy with purple. It works so good, dude. Alright. My usual little thing where I mess up and then I tell you guys about it. See this? See how this is not flush against the PCB right here? See that? No good. So if you guys are doing your stabilizers and you guys happen to notice something like that, just make sure it is properly flush against your PCB, because if not, you will hear ticking and then you'll be like, I did my stab wrong, when it just could literally be the way you screw something in. Hyperbay is going to go crazy on the Gias. I think Hyper Beige is a really good set. I hope people who've been looking for a beige set with a little bit of fun to it actually pick it up. Favorite part about Easter egg hunts is when my kids don't like candy and I get to eat everything anything and everything. You know what, man? You must love Halloween too. What are your thoughts on the TGR 910? Have you built one before? I have. Also, you heard Monike's out of business now? I have no idea. Are they out of business now? I think the TGR series is nice. But I'm going to tell you guys this. It's just not my personal preference. Like, visually, they're pretty. It's not 100% for me, though. But they work well. They're nice. I don't know. I didn't know they were out of business. I think, aren't they dealing with some stuff right now? I don't know. I would have to confirm that one. The Rio was one of my all-time favorite sets that I actually bought 2 of. Crimson Cadet. Such a good set. Love Crimson Cadet. I did see the OGRs getting around too. Are you guys gonna pick one up? Alright, we are good. Stabs are functioning. And then let's go pull up my build sheet and see what plate we're using, because I do not remember. Yeah, I thought they were looking or working on something. I don't really remember. Love me a pen rail. It is nice looking. Are we still doing PP plate, by the way, Mr. Seafoam? PP plate still? Or did we change our mind? Drop the box of stamps. Sheesh, Alex with the haircut? Dude, it was so nice getting the haircut, by the way. It felt so good. Wait, are these not both the same? Was there another plate that I don't see somewhere? Seafoam. Hold on, which one's PC and which one's PP here? Oh shit, I think this one is PP. Yeah, I think the one with a bit of texture is PP because this is a little bit softer and the polycarb is a bit stiffer. Damn, that was actually that was a tough one. Yeah, I'm pretty positive this is PP. I'm pretty sure this is the softer one is polypropylene. Fuck it, it's a soft PP, guys. All right. The PP is supposed to be a little bit more blue. With you, this is pretty clear. I mean, no, this is pretty clear. I don't think either one of these is blue at all. Maybe a bit. My fault? No, you're all good, dude. You're all good. It's not your fault at all. Flaccid, one might say. Okay, you know what there, bud? Let's put some switches in. Yeah, again, Seafoam, I had to lube these. The stock springs in these were pretty like bone dry, so there was a bit of like weird spring noises that I was hearing, so I went in and did a very light coat of GS2, because the thing about the Key Geek mirrors is anything too heavy and suddenly they just don't sound like they're supposed to. But I wanted to get rid of a lot of the oddities of the spring here. Dude, it's an immaculate theme today, by the way. Yeah, I mean, like, here's a really good example, by the way. So there was one switch that the spring was crumpled inside. But let's put this... So there was 2 bad switches. One where the housing was deformed and didn't actually have, missing a whole piece. And one with a bad spring. But if you want to kind of hear what they sounded like... And again, I didn't touch anything about this spring. This was just sitting on the side there. There's like a weird spring, like slight spring rattle you can kind of hear. I don't know if it's picking up on the mic here, but... So, versus what we did, which is... a little bit nicer, but I don't think I would have really felt comfortable putting them in like this. With a little bit of like spring shifting that's happening on the internals. Again, very minor, but I didn't want it to... Yes, you will hear it. You will hear it in the board. In fact, it'll probably be more prominent in the board when you're using keycaps. Because there's more variation on how you actually type. And I know for a fact that there have been times on these pre-lubricated switches, and this is not just this particular one, like KeyGeek, sometimes other brands like HMX also have this too. They actually get pretty annoying pretty quickly. Oh yeah, also, did you want me to max this? It wasn't in the notes, but Kylan, I can do it for you, man. If you want me to max the spacebar for you, absolutely. Yep, keycaps in board will amplify the sounds. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to change the build command. Honestly, guys, today was a bit... we did a lot of last-minute family things, so... Not to max. Sounds good, sir. Just curious if you've ever tried GMK MTN. Oh yes, I have. The MT new stuff is really nice. But then again, I am a bit of a GMK fanboy, so. Is GMK BRG a lighter green IRL? Round 2 pics make it seem so dark. I don't know how to answer this. I feel like it's a really rich green. I don't think it's light by any means. I think it's like a very, very... you know what? I'd have to see the round 2 pictures and see... because I know what it looks like in person because I have the set, but... I don't know if it's what the renders look like. I don't remember now. No, we did not test the PCB, but that's a really good call. We should probably do that right now. Actually... no, this wasn't, because this was sealed, brand new. Did you test it, Kylan? Typically, I ask the clients to test everything beforehand just in case. You know, it's kind of a waste of time to ship me a thing, but let's test it now. Let's test this right now. Good call. Because it was sealed. PC LAMY with PP plate and mirror lake switches and night stabs. Indeed, indeed. Oh, this is all sealed. This is all brand new. This has a USB? No, this is a... can you install a USB on this? I don't think you can. Mine had a loose hot swap socket on L key. Another one had the same problem. 30-second soldering fix. Oh, this is solder. We're soldering this, by the way. So this should be all fine. I don't see any diodes missing. But we'll give it a quick little test here. Good call. Both my LAMY round 2 PCBs were bad? Really? How so? Let's see. Had to jump one switch and my JST was off the other. Well, JST looks good on here. It did also pick up the board, so I'm going to quickly use my tweezers and we'll give this a little go here. All I want is a soldered Zoom 75. I would personally think you would never see anything soldered from Wuchai. I feel like they're moving straight to just hot swap. But it also makes sense because most people don't buy... most people don't really buy anything hot swap or solder these days. I feel like hot swap is the wave. People really want hot swap everything. Now, we look good for everything here so far. I thought I sent in the tested PCB. You're all good. No, this one here was sealed in the bag, so you know what? I didn't even think twice to check it, but we'll check it right now. Takes like 2 seconds. It's not a big deal, Seafoam. Even if you didn't. I do love hot swap. Yeah, most people buy hot swap these days. Like the numbers for a lot of projects run like extremely skewed to hot swap only. I want to learn how to solder. It's really easy. It's really fun, dude. It's so rewarding. Solder is the way. Yeah, it's I don't know. There's something special about it. Something so special about just getting the fumes, you know? It's nerve-wracking the first time. It is so nerve-wracking the first time. I'm not even gonna cherry coat it. I was panicking the first time I did it. I remember I was shaking so much. The first board I truly ever soldered was a tofu, and I didn't have the right solder for that, and I also used a terrible soldering iron for that too. And I made a mess of that PCB. But the moment I decided to get a decent soldering iron, which was a little cheapy one at the time anyways, compared to what was being sold, it was like night and day, bro. Ah, okay. Why use a solder PCB? Two big reasons. Number one is solder projects tend to have more options. As well as, so this is not a second reason, but just kind of adding on to the first, as well as the option for a better variation of a plateless build. The second thing is a bit more subjective, but I think solder, personally, I think solder does change the sound profile ever so slightly. I used to never believe it, but then after some recent tries in some boards, I was like, yeah, I can definitely hear it a little bit. I feel like it's just a little nicer. And the reason I say that isn't so much, okay, I feel like I'm going on a tangent and I apologize. It isn't so much the sockets that are changing the sound. It's not always just the sockets. You know where I hear some of the sound difference? Sometimes, even in a hot swap socket, depending on the switches you use, there is some room where the switch can wobble back and forth. So sometimes you will hear a bit of a sharper sound, maybe from a switch kind of bouncing up and down on the PCB. Like sometimes they don't sit completely, snug in those sockets. And I do feel like sometimes you hear a bit of that noise. Very, very niche. Very, very like you have to be listening. Sometimes I hear it worse than others depending on the switch, but that's kind of my experience. So you can avoid all those problems with HMX. Or not HMX, Jesus, with soldering. But HMX switches are usually the ones that cause the most. Sorry, I had two thoughts in my head and then I merged them both together. Thoughts on BRG with green alphas? Yeah, dude, for sure. BRG with the full green is like my dream. I wish I had that set. Most people can't tell, but people who mod their own switches can almost always tell at that level of the hobby. Yeah, I do feel like I can tell nowadays. Also, I will say this. There is something really special, and this is a personal thing. Like, this has nothing to do with, like, the build itself. But for me, I personally find that when I solder a project together, it's almost like this, you're adding, like, this commitment of something inside, something you've purchased. It feels a bit more committed to the build. And I always feel like a little bit more, all right, this is what I'm settling on. This is what I like. This is what I want. And it feels kind of very personal. So I do feel like there's a level of, building something and making a choice and living with it. Just me, though. Maybe just me. Yeah, I agree with you, though, honey. It's one of those things where, yeah, it's a little annoying when you're like, yeah, all right, I'm experimenting right now and I soldered it all in and I hate this. I see you got that one mouse with the crazy screen, so sick. Yeah, dude, I've been loving this mouse. I'm using the other one alongside the endgame gear on my gaming computer, but I've been liking the shape of these. I still think I prefer the endgame gear just ever so slightly, but I really like this. Really, really like this. I completely know what you're saying. It always feels so temporary with hot swap. Yeah, a little bit. I regret getting two hot swap PCBs for my F1 V2 and my Spider. I mean, dude, I've lived with it. I bought some boards too where I've only gotten hot swap. Just because I'm like, I don't even know what this is going to sound good in. And I wish I just sprung to buy like a spare solder PCB. I get you. I usually just hot swap PCB to test sounds and then do solder after testing. Probably a good way to do things too. A very, very like efficient way to do things. I feel like hating a combo is better than liking a board config to like 70%, but you know it could be better. I fucking agree with that, bro. I'm with you on that. Sometimes I catch myself redoing a lot. Like I redo a lot of boards sometimes. I have personal boards where I've redone them like a million times. Hell, even the boomerang, as much as I liked the other one that we did, when we changed the boomerang to the other switches, holy shit, it just made me love the board. Like, even more than I already liked it, so. Why is my Gmail going crazy right now? What the hell is this? Oh, I know what this is. I got a refund on some subscription that I paid for, and they charged me an extra month when I canceled right away. So I sent them in a ticket, and they gave me a refund for my $15 score. Probably get asked this a million times, but are the sound differences between solder and hot swap PCB? Oh, we actually kind of just talked about that, Cat. But to sum it up, yes. I think there is a small difference, really depending on switches that you use. So, bro, I don't want to I feel like I complain a lot sometimes, and I'm so sorry, guys, but this is not, like, you guys are people I hang out with a lot. So sometimes it's just, you know, we vent to each other back and forth. But yeah, bro, I saw they raised it. I have one subscription right now, which... Okay, sorry, I technically have Apple TV as well, but it's bundled into a cloud deal that I got. So the Apple TV, technically, I'm not really paying for because they bundled it for me. But the only subscription I currently have is Netflix. I even got rid of Spotify. I don't have anything else. And Netflix being over like, what is it now, 20-something dollars? Like, at one point, and you know what's crazy is you don't even get everything you need with that. Like, one of the reasons why I haven't watched Last of Us 2 yet is because it's not on Netflix. I have to go to another subscription, and I don't feel like spending another $20 to watch a few episodes of a show. So I just, like, at this point here, like, I don't even know. Netflix is actually 20, isn't it 23 CAD right now? 24 CAD or something like that, with before tax. They charge you tax on that shit, too. I sail the high seas. I get you, bro. I get you. I paid $28. And maybe that's what I'm paying. $28 then. Or I don't know. It's. Do you physically buy your music only? I mean, I have Apple Music because it's part of that little. I have Apple One, but it was like an old family deal they had. That they've just honored the price. Thank goodness. But I will admit, I preferred Spotify's algorithm more for finding new music. But my God, I also don't want to spend, for me and my girlfriend, we need to spend $20 on that too. So at this point here, it's just like the subscriptions were kind of killing us. So we just said, forget it. Like I canceled so much, man. And then nowadays, if I want to watch something, I'll wait till it fully comes out, and I'll pay for 1 month and then cancel it right after. Oops. It includes Apple TV, yeah. So I think for the Apple One deal that I had, it was like $35 a month. But I mainly had it because I need the storage. Like the cloud storage for what I do for work.
Hope
so
you're
perfect.
having a great night, Alex.
Thank you, Purple. Appreciate it, man. But the fact that it came with Apple TV and Apple Music, I was like, dude, this is insane. And I think recently, too, they upgraded my bundle to also have the fitness, which I just don't use. But again, I mainly got it for the cloud service that Apple has because it works flawlessly with what I needed to do for my work. It's been great for backing up files. The $12 family deal? Mine was not $12. And you know what else really pissed me off about Netflix? But the thing is, we use Netflix often, so that's why we haven't changed it. We bought the family thing for it, right? And the idea at one point was, like, me and my girlfriend would use it, and then my parents would use it. But now you can't do that anymore. But, like, what was the point, of the family thing then? Like, just so we can have profiles at that point? I disagree with what they did. I really feel like they were getting so money hungry that they've really screwed up, like, how awesome some of these things were. Which is dumb. It was so dumb. Like, at that point there, like, why wouldn't everyone just share one profile, Spotify is what it is because they blend social media into it. Maybe. But, I mean, I'm happy with what we got now. I've been using Apple TV for, like, literally everything, so nice.
Speaking
Burn,
of
thank you so much,
subscriptions,
man.
Alex, 14 months. Wow. Would never cancel this one, though.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that, man. I mean, even Twitch subs. Like, I don't think the American prices changed much. Also, Seafoam, do you want stepped or regular? These are Key Geek mirrors. They're really pretty switches. They're beautiful. Like, great looking switch. Switching out Spotify has been so hard because I have like 9,000 like songs. It was also very difficult for us too. Free your music makes it really easy to switch. Yeah, we haven't done that quite yet, but we've gotten into a rhythm now with the new stuff. So Step Cap's got you. These are very Tiffany & Co. switches, yeah. Very, very much so. Wait, chat. What does Alex use now? I missed it. Oh, for music? Apple Music. The thing is, though, guys, like, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't really listen to a lot of music. I've been listening to the same, like, 7 bands for, like, the last 10, 15 years. So there are random, sometimes artists that I'll like one song from, but I kid you, band list now, I literally have been listening to Linkin Park, Green Day, Blink-182, what else? Korn, not so much Korn much anymore. Slipknot, Bring Me the Horizon, sometimes Escape the Fate, and that's really like it, man. And then it's just whatever random stuff is like, whatever other stuff is on my list. Just other bands from like Fall Out Boy sometimes, Panic at the Disco sometimes. Actual 2000s emo cat, dude. That's all I've been listening to. Like, it's all I ever, like, I've been listening to My Chemical Romance and Green Day for like the last like 3 weeks. And then Bring Me the Horizon, I've also just been non-stop playing 3 different albums from them. So I'm on that vibe too. I have like 5 bands now. Yeah, there are some great new bands I know like a song or two from, but I'm still like fixated on those bands because those are what I grew up with. So it's hard for me to like switch or find new music. I don't know why. Half the times I don't really care for it. So we need an Alex playlist. I can make you guys one. If you guys grew up in that era, it's probably all stuff you knew anyways. Comfort? Yeah, it's a bit comfortable. I think that's a good way to put it too. August Burn Reds is good. Yeah. Take a peek at Sleep Token. What is that? Sleep Token Spirit Box? Okay, maybe I can check out some new... Maybe I'll check out some new artists. Who knows? Yeah. Spotify, when it did Discover Weekly, it was okay at suggesting me some new stuff. 3 Days Grace is good too. I don't really listen to them as much. There's also like Billy Talent. I think Billy Talent was a Canadian band. Sum 41, I feel like I haven't really turned on a Sum 41 like playlist in a long, long time for whatever reason. Oh, dude, Seafoam, this is gorgeous. Billy Talent mentioned. Yeah, I think my only ever signed, because I met them in person one time. They signed one of my CDs. I don't have any of my CDs here. But that was cool. That was a cool experience. City in Color's good. I like city in color. All right, let's solder this up, shall we, boys and girls? Rise Against is good too. Again, I've been listening to like 4 or 5 different songs. So, all right, so we need solder. Where the fuck is it? I gotta stop sitting on my legs. They're both fucking asleep now. Oh god, I gotta really stop, guys. It's not good for you, right? I don't know why. I still do it. Alex wearing shorts, got the thighs out. It is what it is. I always wear shorts. I hate wearing long pants or just pants in the house, man. I hate it. Thigh cam. I hear you. Sitting your legs is very bad. Yeah, I gotta stop. I really do. All right, we gotta not do that anymore. I really do. Gotta stop. I hate the fact that I do it. Oh, let's get this warmed up. Beale Stonehenge. I mean, dude, you know, I go through phases with that too. It's not music that I like listen to on the daily, but like I'll listen to Queen sometimes. I'll listen to Guns N' Roses, Metallica, a little bit of Nirvana here and there, and a little bit of Pink Floyd, and then I'll also go listen to some Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and stuff like that. But it's not all the time. But when I go through my phases, I go through my phases. I kind of want a bare bones music service that sells a huge selection and just suggestion algorithm, but without the social media slapped. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like that's what Apple Music is. I feel like you don't get a lot of it. Tyler Childers? What kind of music is it? Have you ever considered keeping a record of all the boards you currently own? I have considered it. Maybe I really should. I should really do bookkeeping on a lot of stuff. Actually, you know what? Should we do the giveaway now? Let's do the giveaway. One sec, everybody. Let me just quickly solder this all in. Yeah, let's do it right now while I'm soldering, while we chill and just solder a board in. Well, let me close this for a moment. Let's give away... Let's probably give away the classic TKL. But you know what? Also... I had something else in mind to give away, but I actually don't have a PCB for it, which sucks. So, let's just give away a classic TKL. Let me go set it up. One moment. Please don't spam ticket yet. Please, 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 please. No, the thing I wanted to give away doesn't have a standard PCB. Like, it's a brand new box, but it... Unfortunately, the company that sent it out a long time ago never gave us a PCB, which is probably why it sat on my shelf for so long, because I was never able to actually build it for you guys. Hold on, guys. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. Hold on, actually, let's see. Maybe there was one other board I can do as a giveaway here. Let me see. That's going to be another day's giveaway, because that's a really fun looking board we can do, but I also need to make sure it works. How about we give away... You know what, let's do a classic TKL for now, and then we have a bunch of other things I can still give away too, so let's do a classic TKL. Also, just to tell you guys right now, because this has been something that's come up a few times now, before I run this giveaway, I need to tell you guys, I'm going to attempt to ship this out, all right? If for some reason you don't get the shipment, or, sorry, not that you don't get the shipment. If you deny the shipment, if you have it sent back to me, I'm only going to attempt once. There are rare cases where I'll attempt twice, but I'm only going to attempt once. The reason I have to bring this up is because there's been a few times now where I've had to unfortunately, argue with people because they still like want me to pay for like a third or fourth attempt to ship to them. I just can't afford to do so. Simple as that. All right, should be it there. Yeah, there's been a few people who've missed their postal office, but yeah, just so you guys know, like that's just part of the rules. I'm also gonna check for if you guys are bots, so I can already see there's a lot of people, suspicious users entering right now. So if you guys are a part of the suspicious user list, I will probably just not give it to you. So just as a little thing before I draw the winner. Because there's a lot of people joining in right now that say suspicious user monitoring. So just as a little FYI, guys. I wasn't listening. Yeah, there are some people who legitimately don't talk, and I get. But for people that are suspicious users, I don't know what the hell why that's been so popular these days in the stream, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but it pops up as suspicious user on mine. So we'll draw it in like 5 minutes here. So enter for the next 5 minutes with exclamation point ticket, and then I'll draw. Am I a suspicious user? Yeah, that tag's been on you for a while. The sus user just streamer side? Okay, so that is something only I can see then. Alex, wait, Gio's trying to say something? Where's Gio? I didn't see it, sorry. Everything's moving too quick with the exclamation point ticket. Let's see. I got his message history right here. Did you get a haircut for a date next weekend? How'd you know? How did you know, man? I don't even know what we're doing. I'm just happy to see you. Wait, is the board for... No, what is the board? Oh, I thought you meant this is the board. It's a classic TKL. I don't talk much. I just love watching and listening sometimes. Yeah. I mean, dude, I can tell right away when people are bots or not. But they're... I hate to do this, but I also feel like... I think there is someone who watches the keyboard streamers who has bots that enters with bots for giveaways. Because it's very convenient, because we don't even put giveaway in the title or anything. But I think there's someone who watches and runs commands to enter for giveaways. It's too convenient. The longer hair was more pullable. What? Huh? There's also people who are entering that I see like ban evaders for. So it is easy to tell who's a bot and stuff. Very easy. I like the Discord giveaway, but I know that's unfair for people not in there. Yeah. There's no good way to do it. I'll tell you guys right now. I've tried like... I sat there and I brainstormed for like hours one night. There's no good way to do any of this. Unfortunately, it happens or it doesn't happen.
I'm totally not a bot. Beep, boop, boop, beep.
This guy sounds like a bot. Skimar, thank you so much for the tier 1, my friend. I'd say like 30 to 50 participate sometimes on giveaways, but not every time. I've been binging your videos since I found you in the past week. It's been so relaxing. YouTube video vibe is so calm and interesting as well, and super informative for getting into the higher end of the hobby. Right now I only have 2 plastic boards, but your vids have gotten me so interested in finding a nice metal board. Thank you. Did you have any in mind currently? I do find getting into the deeper parts of the hobby is really rewarding as well. Not only for buying things, but the community is pretty damn awesome. You can find some really cool people to hang out with in here. I've made, I hope, some lifelong friends in the keyboard world, which has been cool. Very, very cool. What's the switch for today's stream? Key Geek mirror switches. Alex, can I be your friend? I thought we were already friends. Are you saying we were? Oh, we clipped the huh? I'm thinking the Neo 65 since it's so affordable. Dude, the Neo 65 is a great choice. The new CU stuff, I think, is not only a great way to start, but it may even spoil some of your experiences with everything else because the price point of those are so aggressive. But very, very nice. Wrecked Zane, Korra round 2. Didn't the Korra just run? I swear to God, it just run. I thought it did. Should I use Key Geek stock or should I mod them? I'm on team mod them. I'm on team just about every pre-lube switch needs a little love and care. Like, pausing for a second. My thought process is this, all right? I'm going to make an assumption here, but you probably spent a lot of money on the keyboard, right? And then you're probably going to spend a lot of time and, energy using the keyboard. And then you're also going to spend some time building it. So I think adding a little bit of extra time just to make your switches beautiful is really a no-brainer at that point. I know some people hate lubing switches, but hey, my thought process is you're spending all this time and money. Why not spend an extra hour or two?
31 with your sexy moustache.
Thank you, Kip. Appreciate your 31 months of being here, man. Thank you, thank you. A little bit more, like 6 hours? No, not 6. There's no way you're taking 6 hours to lube switches in it. I mean, maybe. I've taken 3 or 4 hours sometimes. I'm kind of fed up with modding for hours, but I will try, to be honest. You know what I find really helps is just turning on a movie. 110... I'm taking 6 hours to lube switches? Okay, you know what? I'm wrong. The longest it's ever taken me for a batch of 90 is about 4.5 hours. But are you guys also filming? Spring swapping? Like, what are you guys doing? What's the story here? Because when I'm doing all the works, yeah, 3 hours to 3.5 to 4 hours is usually my time range for all the works to a batch of 90. But for just lubing, I think it could take me about 2 hours. Like today, because this was really easy to lube, today was about 1 hour and 45 minutes. Alex, you want to see what happened to me over the weekend? Of course. Easy hack, just do it while you're watching Alex. That too. Watch a movie too. I watch movies all the time when I'm lubing switches. Usually crappy movies. I watched Megalodon 2 the other day. So I don't have to pay full attention to the movie. I lubed 84 Alps, switch by switch, opening one by one, lubing. Took me about 3.5 hours. Alps is a little easier, I find, to do stuff with, just because you don't have to worry about filming. Easy hack, just do it while you watch Alex. What does Alex do in this situation, though? I build other people's keyboards. For Nixie's, a little break-in film. Ooh, how are you breaking them in? Curious. I'm very, very curious. Oh, while watching yourself? No, I'm watching chat. Everyone chatting. But I guess if everyone's lubing switches, no one can chat. So I don't know. I'll have to find something new to do. This is like a movie I have seen, Inception, but with keyboards. I should just turn the camera towards the screen and we can all watch each other watching the stream. PSA Jim K. Prussian Blue ends tonight. I forget who all the vendors are for that set, but there you guys go. Little PSA. Little PSA from Dynamics. Got a breaking machine? Oh, nice. I had a breaking machine, but it was kind of a pain in the ass to set up, so I stopped using it. I'd be curious to know which one you got. What do you think about the... What meme is that? Fuck. Not this again. Guys, whenever I have to ask what meme is that, I get sad. I legitimately feel a bit sad inside. Because I feel out of touch. I don't know what meme that is. Unless maybe I have seen the meme, I just don't remember what it's called. Too old, Alex? Could be a D's nuts joke. It could be. It could have been. Could have been worse. It's a sign we're getting old. I think the gray hairs in my beard are a sign. Maybe just a smidge. Dude, the Envoy for a first board is an excellent choice. Absolutely. I love the way the Envoy sounds and feels. Scotty compliment? Give me a big one. I'll give you a big old kiss if that's what you're after. Scotty, thank you so much for always being here, my friend. Scotty, one thing I'll never be out of touch with is you, my friend, alright? You know why? Because I never want to be out of touch with you. I always want to keep in contact, my guy, alright? Thank you, Scotty. Hey, you can say AOD. That's fine with me. What's up, Scotty? Alex is going to touch... Okay, you know what, guys? Envoy PC or Alu? I preferred an aluminum. Envoy PC was a bit deeper and not quite my vibe. Oh, you know what? Let's also end the giveaway. Alright, we're closing the giveaway, and the winner's going to be... Dragon! Congratulations! Hell yeah! Congrats! Let me write this down. Is Dragon here? 0.5% chance to win. God damn. Congrats. Oh, wow. Congrats, man. I'll send you a DM, or can you send me a DM, rather, and then I can give you the options for the classic TKLs. Congrats, congrats, dude. And then we'll do another giveaway tomorrow. Oops, wrong button here. Let's leave it like this. Worth it to stay awake till 2 a.m.? I think so. Got a little keyboard it is. In case you guys don't know, with I'd say 90% of the giveaways I do here on the channel, they usually all come with switches that I've either modded myself or purchased myself. With stabilizers that I've modded, typically most. Sometimes they're brand new kits. In that case, they won't come with anything. I also pay for all the shipping. I'm just happy that you guys are here. Will you touch my sloth I gave you live on stream? Not a sexual reference. What do I have sloth on right now? I have sloth on... which board? Oh, I know I have sloth on. Dude, look how good sloth looks like on this. Look at this. Honestly, the Cinque was like... a little off topic from what we're doing here, but the Cinque is, I think, one of the prettier boards that have come out, for me anyways. I love this side profile. I love the Toblerone at the back. The copper bottom on this. It is just so good. That's why I put it in my top 5 list, just because I already know this was a bit more of a niche keyboard, but geez, it's so pretty. So pretty. I'm happy to glaze this board, bro. It's the Cinque. Did the Cinque run it yet? Or I think it already did, right? It's a limited one. Have I ever seen bronze in keyboard? I tried to once. There was a bronze color that was supposed to be sold from Rama, but when I ordered it, it wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. It was more pee-pee colored. It was like yellow. So wasn't it? I don't know what Rama was doing that day, but he got the wrong bronze, I guess. So, anyways, that's really it. He had brown, not bronze. Brawn, yeah. He had something else. Fear not, Alex. He used your money to buy a McLaren. My bad. Went to a good cause, I guess, right? It's honey yellow. Yeah, I'm not. I guess I'm not in touch enough with the art world to know all my colors. I thought since it was a Rama board, it would be more transparent case. Yeah, Rama does make the best transparent keyboards. Some people to this day say they can't find where they were. They say they never received them, but you know, they're just really good transparencies. Thank you, Scotty. Appreciate the 6 months in advance, man. Thank you, bro. Oh, the solder is nice. You coded John Cena. Made me laugh. I'm glad. Oh, I want to do a little PSA today about a bunch of stuff that's been on my mind. If you guys want to indulge me in listening. So first of all, I know we're doing a client build today, and obviously, you know, it's not really a prototype. We're not like saying go buy this type thing, but in any case, guys, I care about your financial well-being too. Just be careful with how you spend your money. My little normal monthly thing on this. Financial responsibility, I think, is really important. Something that we don't really talk a lot about in hobbies. You know, sometimes we can all get carried away, including myself. Sometimes I also feel like I get carried away too. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys, next time you go to purchase something, just think about the purchase type deal. I follow a little rule, which is if I can't afford to buy it 3 times over, I just don't buy it. Obviously, there are exceptions to that for certain things, like important things, but for hobbies. And then the other thing too, guys, I know we mention this sometimes, but you know, on a day like you spend with your family and stuff, it's always good a good little reminder that you guys have a loved one right now, that or maybe even a friend that you don't get to talk to very often. Call someone you love, just tell them you love them. It's a few minutes, not even. Send a message to someone, you know. It means a lot to people. I feel like we don't do it enough, you know. Even me, I forget a lot of the times. You just kind of assume everyone knows, but thanks, Resident. Appreciate you, man. Please don't spend all your money on keyboards. Spending on what the fuck? I don't know what this Squid guy, man. And spend half that money on keyboards. Thanks for the PSA. Just use what was left in my bank to buy 3 Kilmakus. Alright, I am never going to do these PSAs again. I need to change the 3 times rule to something else. It's going to be called the 0.5 rule. Spend half the money that you just said. Make sure this is all nice. Alex said I had to triple my Kohaku count. Hey, you know what? If you tripled your Kohaku count right this instant, more power to you, my friend. More power to you. Gambling on stocks, see the joy. Okay, you know what, guys? If you're going to spend it all on your money on keyboards, make sure it's going to Alex for builds. Oh, gosh. You know what? Peace and quiet. Thank fucking God. I watched an extra go of stock and actually felt relieved. Know your PSA worked on some of us. Thank you, Cheese. Appreciate you. I have told this story many times, but I was pretty bad with spending at one point too. The first year of myself in this hobby was eye-opening, to say the least. Very, very eye-opening to how I spent money and my relationship with money. Let me quickly wash my hands. This looks gorgeous. Look at this from the side, man. Look at these switches. Look how good these things look. Oh, dude, I know. This is... Seafoam really did a great job picking components here. Alright, so let's get this open now. From Mantha. Well, we'll see. Actually, I don't want to... I feel like this is a bit of a spoiler, but... Me and Bull... Actually, I guess I'll just tell you guys. Me and Bull haven't received them yet, but we know the keyboard sounds. Long story short, someone already had built it just to test and make sure it worked at STR. And from the cell phone video, it seemed pretty damn good. So we're really, really optimistic that maybe we nailed this on prototype 1. But we'll see. I will be updating the website with a few bits of information this week. Regarding the prototype, as well as some of the other photos. So this week here will be a major update to the website portion of Mantha. And then hopefully if we get it in, I'll even have my own photos soon too. Which company? Shipping company? You know, I don't know what they used. It was one of those things I had to type into 17 track. Because I don't know which thing it was. Will each Mantha come with an Alexotos smooch patina? I don't know how I'd do that. Poor Laminar seeing this guy nail... I mean, no, dude. I also had Bull designing things too, and Bull already had a great idea of how stuff worked for that, so... Alright, let's get this thing open. Let's get this beauty open here. Very risky to run a group buy with the tariff situation so unstable. Oh, we're not planning on running this for a while. Like, originally, I think we were planning for end of May. But I think, just due to some other delays, we may have to push it back to, like, June, July. But we're taking... I mean, dude, I've been very transparent. We are taking our sweet-ass time with this. We want to make sure the board is absolutely perfect before anyone else gets it, so... We are in absolutely no rush to run it. Dude, Soju would look great on this, but I haven't taken photos of this board yet, and I love you, Seafoam, but I don't really want to swap the build over. Maybe we can find something else? Do I have Shoko? No, I don't have Shoko. Do I have Shoko? No, I don't. I don't think I do. I do have the Latin Alphas. Oh, you know what? That might be... but there's only one step caps lock and stuff. This is polycarbonate. Mizu? Oh, dude, we haven't used Mizu in a freaking hot minute. I am actually down to do Mizu if you guys are. You're right. Mizu is already on my other blue LAMY. You're right, dude. Never mind. I'm literally looking at it. It's right there. Never mind. Let's not do Mizu then. That is funny. Actually, how do you want to mount this, by the way? Did you want me to just experiment for now? I don't know if there was like a certain mounting style you were after. Honor Light could be really nice too. We'll see what we got. We'll figure it out here in a second. Why are you calling Ashley? What? Thank you, Jessica.
What's
I
good,
appreciate you.
Alex? I hope you had a lovely Easter break.
We could experiment. I was gonna do tadpole. Let's do it. Where the fuck is the tadpoles now? Striker? Striker might be a bit too bold on this. Oh, let's check hobbies right now. Let's check. Hobbies. Wait, Zane, you want me to take a look at this video? Oh, I'm gonna have to mute it though, because... Is that you in the video? Oh, did you dislocate your shoulder? Did you dislocate it? I've had that happen. It's painful, right? Twice in 30 minutes? So I think it's when you dislocate it, correct me if I'm wrong, if you dislocate it once, it becomes really easy to dislocate it. You gotta be careful though, Zane. I've dislocated my shoulder like 4 times. The same shoulder, my right shoulder. And it's gotten to a point now where the last time that I dislocated it was from moving weird, like when I sleep on my arm. And I popped it from just moving funny in bed. Like literally, it just popped out so easily. But it doesn't happen on my left at all. Like it's great. But my right shoulder, you just got to be careful, man. You're getting surgery done next year? Okay. Just, you got to be careful, that's all. I know. I dislocated it when I was when I was younger doing something. I don't even remember what it was. And then I dislocated it again being silly with like my brothers at the time. So I was really young. And then I dislocated it again in my like late teenage years doing God knows what, I don't remember. And then I dislocated it sleeping, literally. But there's been times now where like when I wake up, I have to be kind of careful how I move my arm in the morning, because I can feel like it's a little shot there for that reason. Do I have Godspeed? No, I do not have Godspeed. I'm gonna put these in first and then we'll do the daughter board here. Yeah, it's kind of wobbly. A little flimsy. Yeah, it's a little flimsy. It's fine though, like when I'm not resting, I feel like it really becomes like flimsy feeling my arm when I'm resting. I'm hoping, Zane, it did not hurt for you though while you were playing sports, because that's the worst. Popping it back in though can be a mixed bag. I've had it where when it's been popped in, it didn't feel nothing at all, but very true, it's a big issue. Try getting an MRI. Could be a labrum tear that's causing a super easy dislocation. Damn, that sounds super serious. I went back in after and it had it taped up. Okay. Sometimes these go in real easy, but use Lazarite on a client build before. Oh no, that was a client's. That was not mine. There are a few, dude. There's sometimes where people send me in keycaps and I like get so jealous. I feel the FOMO, but I also feel like really happy for people that they have such awesome sets. Tore both my labrums in sports. Am I pronouncing that right? Labrums? Labrums? Not fun to get surgery on those? I don't even want to know. What's the surgery like? Like, is it invasive surgery? Labrums, okay. It's weird. I am terrible with my own, like, I don't like dealing with anything on my own body, but for others, I am like super supportive and I just want people to have the best experiences. Don't worry about it, Seafoam. Oni would have been a really nice choice for this though. You know what though? I don't blame you for not wanting to send keycaps. Keycaps add so much. If you put them in a box actually, but if you put them in a baggie, it's not as bad. They kind of do add a lot of space to the box. 2 centimeter incision around the shoulder joint. I am good. That does not sound fun at all. Where were the screws for this bad boy? I think we're going these ones. Oops. Imagine getting 100 Gregs on your birthday Do I have to? Do we need to imagine that? I'm kind of like good not imagining that. I sprained my ankle easily and that's not fun. I feel like, you know what, the ankle might be even worse than the shoulder. I do not envy you there. At all. Okay, so that's that. And then what do I need for a bit for these screws? Tiny little bit here. I had a point in time where I was accidentally rolling my ankle so damn much for like a few months. I wonder if that's just because it never healed properly or something. Yeah, you gotta just be so careful with that stuff, man. That's the thing with any injury. It's like once you do it one time, it just like opens the floodgates, you know? Really does be opening those floodgates for that. I can be like going down the stairs and it suddenly goes, eee. Yeah, that is dangerous sounding. I am good. Snap my neck when I did a double take at Alex? Looking like Adonis today? Me? My guy. You sure you're not looking in a mirror thinking about yourself? That's crazy, bro. You're too kind for even saying that. I do feel like tadpoles are definitely the better mounting style for this, by the way. I feel like if we were to go with the O-ring, we'd probably want to use a metal plate. Let's actually try to get the daughter board just nicely seated in there. Okay. Oh my god, this is so hot looking. Look at this. Make sure all these tadpoles are sitting okay. Everything you do is aesthetically pleasing to my eye holes. Hey, yo. Okay, we're good. Let's screw this in now. Did this have thread inserts? I think it did, right? Yes, it does. So we are good to screw this in nicely. This looks like a render. Damn, that is such a big compliment, by the way, guys. Alex, read my message. Speaking of injuries, I was once leaning on the side and my right leg bent the other way. Oh my gosh. Bro, I'm good. I don't even want to. Small tear in my knee. I am so sorry, Zanny. That sucks, bro. That's a big oof. Does the PCB come pre-programmed? I mean, typically, on a normal case, they should come with the basics. Like, it should come with everything you need just for the keyboard to work right out of the box. However, there are sometimes keyboards don't have that and you need to flash them, or you need to kind of go into the program and load some extra files up to get things working proper. But in most cases, I'd say like 98% of boards, yeah, they should come with just the basics already preloaded for you. I don't know how people can put so much trust in me. I can't even sleep right. Same, bro. I get you on that. Absolutely understand. If you have caps lock indicator, what LED color would you pick? I usually go with just white LED. Unless I know the theme of the board I'm doing, white's usually fine. All right. Let's make sure screwing all these nice. You don't want to still go too crazy with screwing these in, just enough to where it stops. Alrighty. So nice.
Happy Easter.
Apiary, happy Easter. How are things? If you guys haven't already followed Marcia, she is an OG in keyboards. Fresh hair too. Thank you. Definitely give Marcia a follow. Oh my god, by the way, this looks insane. Like, again, this is one of those boards where I don't even want to put keycaps on it. Like, it just looks so good the way it is. I know this needs Shoko, guys. I don't have Shoko. Like, this looks so good just like this. Fuck. I feel like I don't have a... I feel like Mizu is the set I should probably use. Should test without keycaps. Let me see what I mean, I actually don't know what this looks like. Would this set be good for it? Unikey sent this over. Motosuku Lake? We could do Kikobo. We could also do GMK. I don't think that color scheme is perfect for this, but let's see what else I have. Let me see. Open it? Oh, hold on. Give me one sec. We'll open it in a moment here. That's too blue. Maybe the solution is to not go with something overly blue. Maybe this solution is blue. There's also, if we wanted to go a darker blue, we could go Voyage. Should I just move over? Should I just move over Soju? We could do X-Ray. I don't know. No Soju? Do you guys want GMK? I kind of do think maybe we should do GMK for this. Since Seafoam's doing GMK on it. Oops. You know what actually might be really cool? What about GMK Evil Eye? If you guys want Zen Pond, I'm also down for Zen Pond. Let me go find where Zen Pond is. Oh, I'm dropping something. I do like the idea of Zen Pond though. So give me one sec, I'll go get it. I do like that. Evil Eye is gas. Wait, so do you guys want Evil Eye or do you guys want Zen Pond? Either way, I'm fine. Evil Eye would look pretty nice on this because it'd be a mixture of white and blue. Okay, let's run a... I feel like we have to run a poll. /poll. Keycaps. Zen Pond Evil Eye. 2 minutes. Go for it, guys. What's the current box on the desk? This actually... You know, I really don't know what set this is. This was just an extra one they threw inside like a little review box that I have not yet opened at all. I don't even know what this looks like. We're not using this, I'm just going to open it right now. From Unikey. I have a feeling it's going to be these colors that are on the box, but 50-50 means I give... You know, I think a new rule on this stream. If we do 50-50, if Annette is here anyways, if Annette is here, Annette gets to pick the final decision of which keycap, and he cannot pick both. Bro, I already know what you're gonna fucking do. I agree. And it gets to choose if you guys pick 50-50. So just remember that. This is a bit more... This leans a bit too green. This is a really pretty set, but leans a bit too green for this. A bit more seafoam, if you want to call it that. Oddly enough, for seafoam. Nice set, though. Very pretty. Ooh, looks like Zen Pond is winning. Is Zen Pond gonna win? How do we get the poll on mobile? Oh, I actually don't know. Shouldn't it just pop up on the top? I don't know, actually. I've never watched a streamer do the poll on mobile. Looks like... Oh. And it... What set do you want? And it gets to pick. Look what you guys did. Alright? And it gets the final say now. Evil Eye? There you go. And it has spoken. And it has made the decision. He has casted the final decision here. I have to take it off this. It's going to be a bit annoying, so I got to take it off these keycaps. They're going to fall off, but it's okay. We'll get it on. And it has casted the decision. What's the board that I'm taking it off of? It's the Ducky keyboard. The inductive keys, but this was the prototype of it. But the keys, because it's a hot swap and the plate doesn't... I mean, this is just a common thing with hot swap. Because they're a tight fit on the stems. They come right out of the sockets. Cools away, and that's what I would have picked. I think it's still a good decision. I think it's a very valid decision. I have a big feeling this is going to sound very deep because of the polycarbonate. Dude, I didn't even, like I said before, I don't even know they made a polycarbonate version of this board. I am shocked. This is going to be pretty. I agree. You know, let's take a look from here. I mean, already this is looking insane with these keycaps and all that jazz here. Bro, A? Oh, sorry, guys. You know what? I've had 3 coffees today, and I'm feeling a little amped up. Not gonna lie. But I'm also not feeling amped up in the same vein, you know? Alex, do you have any experience with Linux? No. Unfortunately, I tried when I was really into keyboard stuff. Or not keyboard, computer stuff at one point. But I never really got into Linux. I tried. Just wasn't really my thing. I'm really happy I ended up lubing these. I really feel like the spring ping would have been just too much on this board. You broke the 1 coffee rule. Well, okay. I had a coffee when I woke up. And then I had a large coffee when I went to my parents' house quickly. And then I had one just now because being social, like, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like, I'm great being social, but I'm also just, if I do too much social stuff, I can't, you know. So the extra coffee was needed. Alex, Teja learned an alternative layout. When's your turn? The next time Teja streams. And Tim at the same time. Which is probably going to be never. So, looks like I am never learning a new layout. I'm going to blame Tim on that one there. Let's just use Tim. When next time Tim goes live and builds a keyboard is when I decide to build a new layout. So, boom. There you guys go. or use a new layout. Do you take your coffee plain? Damn, Jessica, really? No, I actually like my coffee with sugar and a little bit of creamer. Tehahu, oh gosh. Has he put out any, other than that one video, has he put any other videos out? I haven't really been seeing much from his account. Teha never recovered from the 360 no scope. No, I think he legitimately got burnt out on content. Content creation is a very different, not a beast per se, but like it takes like a different level of energy, and there are some days it just like, again, it's being social and streaming. Like if you're also trying to build keyboards and like keep it professional and just trying to keep it all in line, like it can get pretty crazy. And then also mixing that with real life stuff. I get it. Plus getting married, yeah, he also got married. He also probably wants to do some stuff too, not just stream, right? So I get it, 100%. No, these are actually, I mean, if you guys want to read more about these, you can, but these are actually called inductive switches. The Ducky keyboard's the only switch that even uses these. But basically, the way this works is, see these little circles in the PCB? It basically emits a magnetic field within this little circle, and then this little piece of metal, this metal spike through the switch, interrupts the magnetic force, and then sends the read back, like the read to the PCB, and it actually acts as like a analog switch. So it gives you readouts depending on where things are and the amount of disruption. So it's quite interesting. You can read more about it on Ducky's website. But I think this is the first keyboard, well, there might be one more actually. I think there may be one other inductive style keyboard like this. But it's pretty unique. You know, is the keyboard good itself? I liked it. It was a good keyboard, but definitely far cry from home when it comes to like a custom, and the software, which is what it should, really be focusing on, was kind of lackluster. But I mean, really freaking awesome that Ducky tried something new. Really, really cool there. I appreciate it. Speaking of content creation, I want to start making YouTube videos, but I feel such a resistance to starting because I feel like my niche is hard to find the video part for. I want to make psychology, philosophy related content, but I don't want the viewer, I want to make psychology, philosophy related content, but I don't know what the viewer should look at, and I'm struggling to come up with a video idea. Even a script, I'm starting to lose in my head. Do you want to do a talking head video? Like, do you want to... Do you want to wait, why is this pause this color? Do you want to show your face and whatnot? I mean, I get it if you don't too. Animation's usually a great way to go too, but that can also be quite daunting. Okay, let's switch that out for the other one. Hi Phil, how you doing, dude? Hello, hello. F11. I want it to be voiceover faceless, but it feels bland to have stock footage. I don't know your budget for doing all these things, but you could hire like an animator to create some sketches. Some animated movement for the video, make it feel a bit more dynamic. Again, that might be kind of expensive though, and I don't exactly know like how much you're willing to put into that. What I would do, truthfully, for the first few videos, I'm not a YouTube expert, nor am I a content creation expert though, but I would just kind of do it, just feel it out. Maybe you draw some stuff for it. see if you even like doing the content aspect of it and putting in that amount of work. But I get it. Definitely a little bit tough. That's a beautiful board. Thank you. This is this is a client's board, so this is not mine, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I will leave that one there. Actually, that'd be cool. Have just the one. That I do want to say. Stick figures are meta. Yeah, you could do also like stick figure animation type deal. I think that would be kind of neat for sure. This is an F13. It is an F13 board. Page up. Definitely a hurdle. I know once I get past it, I can make decent content. Here's the thing, right? Like, I feel like this is kind of a... It's a shitty mentality to begin with, but I also feel like it gets you into the work mentality. But, like, I would rather you produce something to the best of your ability and actually put it out than trying to strive for perfection. Again, best of your ability for right now and kind of realizing your ability versus being perfect to a level that may not be even achievable right now. Like, when I started doing content, man, I wanted the most beautiful streams. I was like, I have all these cool ideas. And for a while, it kind of hindered the way I looked at content. And eventually, I just started streaming with a webcam. And I was like, this isn't exactly what I want, but it's something. And I have to be, you know, grateful that I can even do this little something. But sometimes, again, putting out something is better than nothing. What am I missing? Home, and then I'm missing something here. Pause, here we go. Okay, Evil Eye does look really good on this, guys. I think Evil Eye was a good choice. Good job, Annette. It's up to you guys. You guys don't have to do this, but if you guys want to give Annette some clap emojis, that's totally fine, man. I know some people probably won't want to, but I mean, I think he made a good decision. He made a pretty decent little decision here. Okay, I'm really happy I ended up lubing these. I am so happy. Okay, really happy I did the lubing on these. If not, these would have been really springy sounding. Does this particular thing fit in this? Okay, I don't think this particular... Oh, you know what? I may have put the daughter board upside down here. So we're going to open this back up and put the daughter board the right way in here. I may have put it upside down. Or maybe not screwed it in enough. Probably the latter. Alex, is the PCB compatible with the CW TKL? This particular PCB? Oh, I have no idea. Is it? I have no clue. It is? Oh. Just sneezed? Bless you. Yeah, compatibility-wise, like, that is not my forte. Alright, let's fix whatever I put in upside down here. It's on such a good streak, too. Let's see. I think I did put it upside down. Is it supposed to go the other way? Oh, yeah, maybe it is. Okay. I think I just have to flip it. Alex, does the Kikobo Soju enter key on the boomerang match the clear LAMY case? Oh, no. This is a way different blue. Like, very different. This is a way lighter blue. Very, very different. Wait, did I put this on upside down, or did I just not push this in enough? I guess I didn't put it up. Actually, I'm not too sure. We'll find out here in a second. Oh, maybe this does go this way here. Oh, you know what? It does. There we go. Like baby blue? Yeah. I think this is a pretty rich blue to go with this anyways, but it would still look really good. So if you happen to have this board and you were considering Soju, I think Soju is a good set for this. Absolutely. I think it's an excellent decision. Any deets on this board? It's not the boomerang from the build command. Oh, this is the LAMY. It's a client build, so this actually got... I feel like this was a little while ago now, but this is a bit of an older release. So it's not exactly new. Okay. Let's put this in nicely here. Perfect. Some extras on Makibo, but no PC version. I don't know how limited edition this particular model was. You probably have to ask Seafoam for some more details there. Because I wasn't even aware they had this version, or maybe I am, but I just don't recall. I thought there might have been a PC one, but I didn't even remember there was just like ice blue one. This is really cool. Very, very cool limited edition release. What plate foam it switches? It sounds fantastic. So this is a full polycarbonate board with a PP plate, so polypropylene. And then the switches are Keygeek mirror, but I actually redid the lubricant on them because the stock switch, on top of the slider being very, very... I mean, I've noticed with all the mirror switches, they're very light on lube. The sliders were rather dry. I would recommend if you're going to go with, you know, you happen to have a PC board and you're like, I like this combo, and you want to get Keygeek mirror switches, or want Keygeek switches, just open them up, make sure all the lube's good on them. Seafoam sent me a message prior, and he said if the switches weren't good enough to lube them, and I'm really glad I did. All right, let's plug this in and see what this sounds like. Ooh, this is already looking sweet. Do I miss the concrete color of my old desk? Yes. I like the wood. It's a nice finish. It looks sweet. Like, it's very warm. It makes the room look more inviting, but the concrete was very neutral, and I think, like, visually it was more my thing. But I am not going to regret the wood. I don't mind it. Oh, that enter key sounds fantastic. Oof. Oh, man. Oh, dude, that is... I'm also surprised in how bright this is, because I thought this was going to be a much deeper board. But this is like a very... Ooh. The alphas and this spacebar go so freaking well together on this. Is it more, or is it both bright and half? It has the bottom out, which has a bit of bass, but when you let go of the switch, its top out sound is a bit brighter. See that? I don't think the O-ring would sound good in this at all, if I'm being honest with you. Listen, it's a personal preference, and if Seafoam likes the sound of this, he probably won't like the sound of the O-ring. O-ring with plastic plates, especially in TKLs, they sound flimsy. I don't know a good way to put this, but they sound a little bit weaker in sound, and I just typically don't like it. For me, a O-ring build, most of the time, has to be aluminum. Ooh, what am I touching? I think I'm touching this by accident here. The springs are very light on these KeyGeek mirrors. Very, very nice. These are the stock springs. Yeah, I did have to lube them because they were bone dry, which was, I think, unusual with KeyGeek switches. Don't they usually oil the springs a little bit? They were bone dry, but I don't know why. They were so strange. I'm not used to that. This looks so good with Evil Eye. Seafoam, is it okay if I take a few photos? Probably don't need to ask you for this, but just want to make sure. This is so fucking sick with this. I can't say I've ever seen a blue polycarbonate board like this. This is a first for me. I am in love with this. This looks so good, dude. While I would say it's a bit bright for my taste typically, I think it's the best build I've heard recently. I'm happy about that liquid. I think Line Friends had a FF blue PC. Did they? I thought it was... Oh, you know, it might have been really pale blue. 21 milligram. I mean, this is probably why I like these springs. 21 millimeter 53 gram springs. Yeah. This beats the F1. That is a crazy compliment for this board. The F1's in such high regard by a lot of people. Yeah, but okay. I put... Here, do I have one I can show you guys? I put a little bit lighter than normal coat. So this is the coating I did on these. Again, might be a little bit tough to see on stream here, but... So typically switches that are done factory only put lube on the slider and just a tiny bit on the legs. I dislike when brands do that, but I put the smallest amount of extra lube on all of this. Because the thing about KeyGeek, I mean, you can barely see. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see the reflection of the lube. The thing about KeyGeek switches, these ones in particular, is they're already pretty damn smooth, and you don't need a whole lot. So by just adding a little bit, mostly on the springs is what I wanted to focus, but I did add some on the stem itself. It does make the whole switch sound a bit better. So, anyways. It beats the bone dry spring because the bone dry spring sounded god awful on this. Alrighty. Well, I am a happy camper. I think this turned out so damn good, Seafoam. I am going to tune the spacebar a little bit, probably off stream, so I don't have my headphones in, but I can never truly understand why lubing springs change the sound. I can hear it, but I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it's just literally the compression of a spring. When you oil it, it doesn't have that, like, for example, like the spring on the bottom won't jump back up and like there's no rattling that's happening from the spring along even here. Let me zoom in again and show you guys. Let me slow down to better explain myself here. Sometimes the spring will rattle against this center well over here. So you could hear a little bit of that. Sometimes the spring, as it compresses and crunches down, you could hear a little bit of crunchiness. And then sometimes the other thing you can possibly hear too is just some shifting from the bottom and top, like underneath the stem and on the bottom. So you could hear some shifting there too. So just by even just slightly oiling the spring, you get rid of some of those weird sounds. And it tends to either deepen up the spring because you're not hearing the high pitchedness of that metal. And then in some cases, it removes like nasty little crunching sounds from the spring itself too. If I'm planning on building a silent keyboard, do things like stepped internals, brass, copper... Oh, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Silent is just silent. If you strum a guitar, string vibrates, string makes sound. If you touch string, string no vibrate. Lube string. I like that, Ascend. Hey Alex, I currently own a Neo 65 with an aluminum plate and a Neo 80 with a palm plate. I'm deciding between Gateron Milky Yellow Pros stock or Cherry MX. When you mean Pro stock, do you mean you don't want to lube them, KR? Are you willing to lube the Gateron switches? And with the cherries, like I'm assuming because you're putting G-on springs, you're willing to mod those too? The new Neo 65 CU, I don't know if that's the one you're going with specifically. Oh, all stock? Fuck. Kara, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I have no experience with those switches and how they would sound in the Neo 65 stock. I don't think either would sound good, if you want my honest opinion. Again, personal preference. I think you'll probably have better luck with the stock. You'll probably have better luck with the Gatorons. Like way better luck with the Gatoron switches. Because they already have some like pre-lube in them. Like some. But if you're doing lubed, I think you should go with the Cherry. Because the Neo board's already a bit slightly deeper if you're going with the CU option. But the Neo 80, I'm not sure what you'd like more. The palm plate would lean me to like suggest you also Cherry there. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say stock. I don't know what the board will sound like, and I don't want to give you the wrong decision there. So, do you perchance have lubed Gatorons or Cherries on a board right now? Yeah, I have lubed Gatorons on... Where's this guy? Here's Gateron Milky Yellows in this. Is this Gateron Milky Yellows? Well, let me make sure before I lie to you here. Yeah, these are Milky Yellows in my mode board. I will demo the board to you. Oh gosh, if it wants to switch. There we go. Let me demo this board. And then I will probably say goodnight to you guys. I do need to touch up my stab here. With an aluminum plate as well, so. Alright though, guys. I am pretty much done for the night. We actually had a pretty long stream today. I'm happy I got to spend some time with you guys. We have a bunch of builds coming up this week. I'm going to wait to post the schedule till tomorrow afternoon, but we are going to be streaming tomorrow. The reason I'm waiting to post the schedule is I have to probably change a lot of it. So many things got delayed. But we will be streaming... Actually, I don't even know if we're streaming this tomorrow. Never mind. I will just wait to share with the stream with schedule with you guys. Just know that April 22nd will be the diversity TKL. I actually don't know if this board even came in yet. Let me see. Look at this keyboard here. We're supposed to be doing something called the Glove 80, but I don't think it actually. No, it didn't come in quite yet. Yeah, we're still waiting on parts for that board. So that board will be pushed back. So most likely tomorrow we'll be doing an all brass tofu for a different client, which could also be really fun. Because I have to move some stuff forward. But we also have a diversity TKL, a KV2, the ESU 67, and then maybe the Manta. Because again, we're moving around some stuff. Yeah, all brass and as in the case and everything. It's gonna be a crazy tofu build. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy week, and we might even throw in one extra stream just because I might have someone who needs a board. Do we ever made the fourth build? I think we do. Yeah, we have a duality on that day. Glad those boards finally made it to people. What a mess that whole group buy was. Crazy. All right, guys, let's go find someone to raid. Seafoam, thank you so much for letting me build your board, man. Thanks for trusting me. Let's go see who's online. That's not Star Wars Duality in 2025. I know, right? I might use a Star Wars set that day, though. We'll see. Let's go raid. Minecraft. Fuck, I don't know who's online. I have no keyboard people online right now. I mean, it's also Easter. I don't know why I'm surprised by that. I'm not really following anyone that's online right now, but let's just go raid Dash Ducks, shall we? I can come online? Keep Science. Hop online then. I'll raid you. Are you actually gonna go online or are you just joking? If I don't come into stream with Alex wearing a Star Wars cloak, I'll be a little sad. I don't think I own a Star Wars cloak though. Fuck. I can pretend to have a lightsaber. How about that? Hooking camera back up now. Sounds good. Keep Science. Let me know when you're... Well, actually, I'll just go to your page now. Keep Science. Swear black. Here, actually, I'll show you guys. We can kind of do this. I bought these for photography, but they're kind of like lightsabers. They're like light tubes. So we can do this next time for Star Wars Day. Who the fuck's the on switch with this? I'm still new to these. We can do this and pretend they're lightsabers. Where's my camera? We can pretend they're lightsabers, and then we can even pick like if I'm Sith or not. You know, they're pretend lightsabers. We can just pretend. Pretty cool, right? Sith. See, they're meant for like video stuff, but I've been using them a little bit for photography too. You can make a poll to see which side. We could set it up to be different sides there. All right, I think Keep Science is live now, so let's go raid. Is that a clay derivative in the back? It is. I'm moving things around. That's this is. I hate it because it's in the back of the stream, but this has kind of become my little like test area for where I move things. So, is it? Am I Sith now? All right, guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See you, everybody. Love you, and say hi to Keep Science. I mean, he's been here, but say hi to him anyways for us on his stream. Bye, everybody. See ya.